It's not that you've gotten lazy in your lunges in yoga, it's that maybe you've grown a little complacent. And when we get complacent in our poses, then we miss out on all the amazing benefits that some of these postures like lunge really have to offer. So today I want to share with you 3 simple tips to really help you break out of that lunge routine and get way more out of this important foundational pose. Balance your weight between both feet. For a lunge pose, it's really all about how you distribute the weight in your feet. We often have a tendency to put your weight in the front foot because it actually feels a little bit more natural and a little bit easier to balance that way. When you're leaning forward with that weight more over your front foot, you're actually really limiting how deep you can go. Instead, if you come back a little bit, distribute that weight equally, yes, it's going to feel a little awkward at first. It's going to throw your balance off, but this is going to do 2 important things. First, your torso is going to be a lot more upright, which is way better for your spine and your overall posture. And second, you're going to get a much deeper opening through your hips. Because you're not collapsing all the weight there into that front leg, your torso will be up, which means you're going to be stretching out through the front part of your hip a lot more. Try leaning back more. This might sound a little counterintuitive, but I'd like for you to try leaning back a little bit more than you're used to in your lunge pose. Now, I'm not talking about a big, huge, dramatic back bend here in your lunge. Just coming a little upright and then tilting back ever so slightly, because this is really going to help you find a big opening through the front part of your hip and your hip flexors. And here's why this is important, because if you sit a lot at work all day, or you sit in your car for long periods of time, then those hip flexors tend to get pretty tight. Leaning back in your lunge is going to help counteract a lot of that tightness there through your hip flexors, because you're literally stretching it out in the opposite direction. If you want a full class where we do a deep dive into helping you get a lot more out of your lunge pose, then simply click the link here in the card above or the link in the first pinned comment below for that full class. It's roughly a 25-minute class, and we go over all the tips that we cover in this video and a whole lot more. Start your lunge from plank pose. This is one of my favorite tips for helping you to deepen in your lunge, and I would really like for you to try to start your lunge from plank pose. This is a very deep way to do your lunge, and what it really does is help break past that pre-programmed distance of where you have your feet on the mat. Every time you step on the mat, we've become a little bit complacent of where exactly we place our feet on the mat, and this is going to help you widen that stance even more. So if you're in plank pose, then try bringing that foot all the way up, all the way in line with your toes, in line with your fingertips. You're setting up really, really deep. And then instead of raising up and then hinging up into your lunge, stay low, nice and deep, and try to hinge up from this point in a super, super deep lunge. It's going to feel a little unstable at first, but I guarantee it's going to totally change how you feel and experience this pose. And obviously you want to try this on both sides. Starting with that ultra wide stance is totally going to change how you experience your lunge. And if you want a full class on refining this fundamental pose, then simply click on the video here. Be sure to subscribe and hit that bell for notifications for each time a new video comes out.